Camera, action. Yeah.
Hey guys, this is Saad Akbar and you're watching Teach Academy. Today on my show I've got two amazing guests, Hadi and my girl.
Hey.
What's your name? Tell them your name. Haneen. Yeah. So Haneen and Hadi are here today and we're actually going to be discussing something cool, and that is if cooking and what else, Hadi?
Cooking and personal finance.
Personal finance be included in school as subjects to be taught regularly. Let's have our views on it. Hadi, what do you think?
I feel like cooking should be added because like some people, like if they're going to college or something, like they wouldn't know how to cook. So like school should teach them because like cooking is like a very important like aspect of life. Like you need cooking to survive. You
Agreed.
cannot depend on like other people to cook for you. You should know how to do it yourself.
Yeah,
What do you-
I definitely agree. I mean, I feel like we've got a serious nutritional problem. I mean, looking at me, you should know that I'm not focusing a lot on my nutrition right now, and I feel like it's happening more and more because of lack of education. A lot of kids don't know how to cook, and they don't know the difference between healthy and unhealthy ingredients. So I think it should be a subject that should be taught in school. I mean, at Teach Academy, we've got a kitchen where we've got weekly nutrition classes where kids can actually learn about ingredients and also learn to cook. And we're trying to push this initiative further, and that's for the sole reason as to why we're doing that. Haneen, what do you think about food? Should you think kids should learn to cook at school?
Yeah, because the reason why the kids should be cooking in school is that a lot of kids should be having their own lunch boxes, keep up with the healthy snacks, not unhealthy snacks. So on the cooking, we need more help with the cooking skills, with the development like that.
I agree 100%. I think talabat is a huge problem too, yeah? A lot of kids come to school and now it's just so easy for them to get on their phone and just order talabat. And most places, like, you know, I'm not sure which country you're watching this from, but I'm sure you've got something like talabat or Deliveroo or Food Panda, or I was in Thailand, they have Grab in Thailand. But if you've got something like that, then you've got access to junk food. And junk food is becoming more and more accessible by the day, whereas nutritional food is becoming more and more difficult. So I think for sure Hadi is bringing something really strong here. We should have classes. But like, how many classes are you suggesting that we should have for nutrition a week?
Like two times a week, like not too many, because like a person should know like oily foods and all of that is like bad for person, and like what is good for them and what is bad for them, and what they should be eating and what they shouldn't.
Yeah, I think also, you know, just a basic idea of quick meals too, like understanding, hey, I can get into the kitchen, I could boil some eggs, you know, throw in some leaves, you know, have some cheese, and come back home. Like in 5 to 10 minutes, I can build myself a really nutritious meal that's gonna be very good for the way my body functions, you know. Let's talk about personal finance. So I also think that personal finance is a very important subject because kids should know how to manage money. You know, basic accounting skills on how to save money, or let's say, for example, if every kid is being given, you know, some sort of allowance every month or every week, they should learn how to divide it into small pieces, how to save some of it, how to invest some of it. I've got a couple of students that teach Bahrain who invest in stocks and in forex. There's this crazy kid who invests in foreign exchange, but other kids could learn how to invest. Kids could learn how to save up and buy, you know, their next thing. So what are your thoughts on this, Hadi? How do you think personal finance is important?
I feel like a school or like your parents should teach you the value of money, because like some people, like if like a parent spoils a kid too much, he never knows the value of money. He'll just spend it and then he'll be like, my parents will give me more money. So like a parent should like give a child like 10 BD or something like a month, and the child should like save it up, and like with that he could like buy like more stuff, and like he'd know how to save money instead of parents just giving as much as he asks and he gets whatever, because that's not reality. Outside in the real world, you will not go to a stranger and ask them for like some money and then he'll give you that amount of money.
Agreed. You have to work for it. Haneen, what are your thoughts on money? I mean, do you think parents should be giving allowances to kids and kids should be saving those allowances?
Yeah, I think because kids should be allowances because you think that many people are like poor or we want to give them money. We want them to survive, a lot of people. But during the past week, we know that a lot of people could not survive without any food, any clothes, and any beds. So please, please, please help them to survive.
I mean, what Haneen brings up is so special too because my wife started doing this amazing thing with my 2-year-old, and what she does is she starts giving him these coins. So these little, what do we have in Bahrain? 100 fils? 100 fils coins, 200 fils, 300 fils coins. And what he then does is he takes 1 or 200 fils and puts them into a charity box. So this teaches kids earlier on how important charity is to finance as well, because a lot of parents do teach kids how to save money and also make them financially responsible by giving them allowances. But a lot of parents forget to give them, a small part of that allowance should go into charity. And that's what Haneen brings up. I definitely agree that kids should learn the value of charity too.
Many people are like that, even though we are ready for you guys to know. And so many people, thanks for this amazing. We have been very much in the UK as well. We survive a lot of people. A lot of people are really shocked that we are left the UK for years now.
Yeah, it's. I think it's not just the UK. It's all around the world. I mean, I think if every kid could learn the value of charity, and be able to segment that proportion of money from when they're kids into their adulthood, the world would be a much better place because the amount of charity would be able to pull out. And then, of course, how that charity gets used is also a different topic for another discussion. But for the time being, I think it should definitely be a thing where kids should learn how to proportion a small amount of their allowance and then give it out to charity. Hadi, closing notes?
I feel like cooking class they should be like 2, and finance is like, they're both the same importance, but like finance they should be like 3 or like 2 classes, the same as cooking, because like you could remove like photography is important, but like it could be like 2, 3, and then the other would be like 2
The
cooking.
thing is that most schools don't even offer photography as a class. I mean, we do at Teach Bahrain,
Yeah.
but most schools don't have that as a class. I think they have PE. They've got a long break. They've got a lot of. You probably are cutting down on academic subjects now. If you want to include personal finance, you're probably looking at reducing the amount of biology that is taught, or reducing the amount of chemistry or physics that is taught. And do you think that is a good idea?
I feel like it is a better idea to like cut down like subjects, because like personal finance and cooking is also very important. It will help you like on your further like on your ongoing life. So I feel like they should like cut down like some subjects and like add cooking and personal finance.
Absolutely agree. I think also maybe a revision in curriculum could do kids a lot of good, because I think the problem generates out of the curriculum itself. When the curriculum is so focused on teaching kids, things that they're important but not that important, they add this extra burden on kids, a lot of stress that could otherwise be avoided. And that time that is allocated to learning those things that are not that important could then go towards allocation of subjects such as cooking or personal finance, where we could allocate time for kids to learn things that are actually necessary for their lives. With that, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.